Ozers in here. Video I did the other day on a it I think it was a really good video. We came across a really tough opponent, level 200 characters. I think the Ambrosia he had was level 198, and it gave me quite a bit of difficulties. It was a really fun match. Um, but the sound quality was just horrible. And not that I have a whole lot of important stuff to say, even though I like to think I do, but the sound quality was horrible, and you couldn't really hear what I was saying. So I figured I would do another quick arena. Um, I don't want to call it a tutorial, but it really is just kind of me walking through what I do. My arena setup is quite simple. First of all, okay, I already. Usually when I get done at night, I take my heroes off just in case somebody has me as the foe of the day. They don't have to. They just get a pyropede or whatever. So my layout is simple. I start with landslide. He's going to be the tank. He's going to taunt. I'm going to draw all the aggro to him, and then my abyss demon is going to be the healer, off tank / healer. Great sage. He's simply there to give me some free rage. He's going to start us out with 3 rage, which gives us a nice little head start. And more importantly, is he's going to lock out some skills of the other guys. So not only is he going to give us a head start with 3 free rage, he's actually going to lock them out for 6 seconds, and then he'll lock a couple of guys out for, I don't know, 12 seconds, whatever it is. DPS, sure, but that's not why he's around. And then we have Chiron and Pangoli, and they are strictly DPS. They're going to be killing while the others are trying to stay alive. There are a couple of different ways to attack arena. You can go strictly DPS. I know a lot of people use like a wizard mercenary setup or sharpshooter setup, and those are very effective on a lot of accounts. Sometimes I will go with the more DPS setup. I'll bring in Sapphics, especially if my foe of the day is just it doesn't really happen a whole lot anymore since my Abyss Demon got a little higher. But I used to run into trouble with some of those guys. But I'd bring in Sapphics. I don't have an Ambrosia on this account, but I would bring in Sapphics and to just flatten the mercenaries. But this seems to be the setup that I do pretty well with. But this seems to be the best that I have, at least most universal. I run into foe of the days probably 2 or 3 times a season, so every 2 weeks. That just whip my ass, and I enjoy those guys because that's the ones you learn. You get a little bit better every time you face one of those guys. It's frustrating, of course, and my ego doesn't like to get beat, but you do seem to learn a whole lot more from getting beat than you do from beating other people. So we are going to look and see what we got here. I hadn't looked to see. Hopefully we'll get some really good fights. The fact that this guy has an Abyss Demon scares me. I'll be flat honest with you. If it's over 160, we're probably in trouble. And okay, well, this shouldn't. I mean, he's got a great lineup: Ambrosia, Sage, Landslide, Abyss, Chiron. As soon as he gets a little more levels under these guys, I won't even be able to touch him. Especially with the Ambrosia in the Abyss. I mean, it's freaking impossible when you're going up against like a level 160 Abyss demon, because Abyss is going to heal the mercenaries and the heroes. Ambrosia just heals the heroes, but that guy Bayou Gator, I assume that's how you pronounce that. I don't want to run into him in a month from now because he would smoke me. All right, we're going to not skip a whole lot of this. We're just going to shoot through. If we come across somebody that whips us, then so be it. Just for the sake of the video, we're just going to shoot through. This guy has a nice 180 pounder, but honestly, the only when I start seeing high level Sage, Abyss, Ambrosia, Landslide, those guys kind of scare me a little bit. With this setup right here, there's other than those four characters, and unfortunately, when you have all 4 of them in the same group, like the Bayou Gator guy did, holy cow, it's just a nightmare. All right, here's an Ambrosia. If he's high, this might give us a little bit of trouble. Um, yeah, 140. We should be able to take it. He's got the Sage, so if he can lock us out, um, eh, the Pounder is probably his weakness. Oh, it looks like he's a front base, which is very nice of him. I'll give him credit. I appreciate people who do the front base. Um, we're still early on in the arena season, so the points aren't that important right now. But later on in the season, where you really can't afford to lose, or you're gonna have to start buying. We got a 160 Sage here. I mean, good heroes. Once again, not quite the perfect combo, um, but if you were playing with an Abyss Demon and yeah, maybe I, I don't know. But a good setup. He can. This guy will probably get deity with these guys. Um, it's just going to be hard for him to take me out with the pounder. He 1,000. Um, so it means he's healing himself for 24,000. Um, Kind of have to stop and pay a little bit of attention here. Okay, see, and that's the difference between a human and a computer playing. We're literally 20 seconds into the fight before his Great Sage ever locks me out of anything. There's no way a human would wait 20 seconds into a fight to lock. I mean, first of all, you get 3 free rage when you use it. So I don't understand why the computer doesn't start with that. Um, but oh well. But that just goes to show you, if I actually had to play that guy uh, as a human instead of the computer, he probably would beat me, or at least be a really good fight. But the fact that it's the computer playing, the AI on this is not very good for the most part, um, which is fine. I mean, because heck, he doesn't benefit from beating me in arena, which is why the front bases are so helpful, and the people who lower the characters. Uh, Once again, nice little setup. You can tell this guy is just he's just starting to get powerful, and that's pretty exciting time in the game when you just kind of really starting to get good heroes. The Ambrosia alone, what was it 128? So that tells me he's gotten her a couple times in rolls or through events. So you have to work for that. That's not a. I mean, you could tell this is better than the other ones. Even though the heroes weren't very high level, they're very good heroes. The Chiron still hanging in there. I tell you what, my gosh, ever since they evolved him, that he's just overpowered. I don't think I do anything without bringing Chiron around. Um, I mean, this is almost a minute fight. We don't have a whole lot of minute fights in arena. Either you die or you kill in about 30 seconds. Um, so we got 6 challenges left, so we're about halfway done. We'll see if we can. The other video I was telling you, I was actually really good. I ran into an Ambrosia level 198. I think the rest of the heroes were around 200. My gosh, he whipped my butt. We tried him 2 or 3 times. The third time we got him down to, it was basically my Chiron versus his Ambrosia. He had he had uh, he had a Renee Vin in there, but he had 3 guys that were down to 0 health. They were basically just living on Pangoli aid that 5 seconds. Um, but the Renee Vin had time to bring back his Great Sage, and then his Great Sage locked me out, and it was just toast. But it was a fun fight. Like I said, I learned a lot more from those good fights that beat you than you do from just kind of what I'm doing tonight, which is. Uh, but like I said, I'm not about to sit here and pretend like I don't get my ass handed to me quite frequently in arena, because you do. Um, some people, their heroes are just flat out. I'm in awe. You just got to tip your cap, um, and move on to the next guy. Or if you're stubborn like me, you try to fight him at least once to see if you can beat him. Um, Early season. Now, the second week of arena, I won't do effort to, because at that point in time, I've usually figured out how many points I need to get per day for the next 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. Um, Tonight, I think I'm supposed to be ending at about 103,000 is where I'm supposed to be on pace, which I'll be a little less than that. But I actually, like I said, I lost a few fights stubbornly the other day. Yeah, I'll finish at about 97. So I'll be about 6,000 points off, which is not bad. Uh, Perhaps I'll have to borrow some fights from Sunday, which, I've had to do that. I actually have to do that pretty much every week. I don't think I'll have to spend gems, but I'll definitely have to probably borrow a few fights from next season, which, yeah, it happens. Um, the other thing I wanted to bring up, and this is one of those things that I just wished I would have known it when I started playing the game. Um, I don't have to do it a whole lot on, like I said, on this account, but on my other accounts, I do it 100 times easily, which is like, say I pick Code Man, I see he's got level. Oh my gosh, I take him. I hit in battle. It doesn't. I still have my 2 attacks left, so I come to Clan Kings, um, and I see he's got stuff that I can't handle. So I hit in battle and I back out. The same thing goes with the foe of the day. You can attack him until you beat him. You can attack him 100 times. It doesn't matter. You just keep going at him, keep going at him. Which is why I say you learn a whole lot when you actually come across a foe of the day that's really tough, especially if you can beat them. If they're beatable, uh, it helps you find your best guys. Now, occasionally you're just finding the best guys to match up against him. Um, it's very beneficial. The other thing I will say is we have a tendency in arena to ability. Um, and what I mean by that is say if you have a level 100 characters, you can probably take on level 120, 130 level characters in arena. Give them a shot. Try them out. This guy's got a 150 abyss, but he looks like a front base. I think he's, yeah, front base. And if my guys go straight to the, and they did. So nice of him. That 150 abyss could give you trouble. Um, what was I saying? I have. Oh, so we're done with the tax. So we're not too bad. I was supposed to be at 103,000 tonight, and we're at 97,000. So 6,000 off. Not too far off pace. I might have to spend some 50 gym fights, or like I said, borrow some fights from next season on Sunday morning. But that's pretty much it for arena. Just don't underestimate your guys, because once again, you're a human playing against artificial intelligence. You're going to be better. Especially if you're heroes, if you have good skills. Levels don't mean a whole lot if you don't have good skills. And I think a prime example of that is some of the guys that we looked at tonight. Some of the 130s were much tougher than some of the 180s or 190s that we face. If you have highly evolved characters and good skills, level doesn't mean a whole lot. The only thing level really is level 200. They're divine 3. But other than that, levels don't tell you a whole lot. They could be 160 or 180 because of glory, and not even have the first evolve. Or they could be 130 and have almost their divine 2 or whatever, or I guess 140. So anyway, that's pretty much it for arena. You can't miss a night, you can't miss a fight, and you really don't want to miss too many. You don't want to lose too many battles later on if you're trying to get deity. But even if you don't get deity, the rewards you get are super powerful. I mean, just the last couple of days alone, you're going to get 7,000 rings, 200,000 souls, 2,000 gems, another 800 rings. So what's that? That's almost 8,000 rings right there. 3,000 gems, especially when you add in the stuff at the bottom. So, arena, I would say of all the teams, the arena team is the most important. If you have a good arena team, and you can go through once you start getting deity, the other facets of the game are going to exponentially get better, very very fast. Just because that extra 5,000, 7,000, 8,000 rings, 2,000 souls. I mean 200,000 souls. So anyway, that's Arena. Any questions, comments, concerns, whatever? Just leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try to get to you. Thank you very much, and see y'all later.